What is up, YouTube? It is AvrLR32 here, bringing you guys my teammate, aka my dad's 28th place Chamber Regional deck profile from this past weekend in Kissimmee, Florida. I just wanted to show you guys off his deck profile for you guys. So yeah, let's just hop right into the deck. Like I said, 28th place, got his invite, really awesome. And yeah, so let's hop into the deck. So you have your 3 card Ds, your 3 Lava Golems, your 3 Swift Scarecrows, and the 1 Battle Fitter. 3 Lava Golems is because that it's never like been bad to him. Like I said, I play test against this like every day. So I mean, you know, it's Lava Golem. Like it's too good. Like some people prefer 2, some people prefer just 1. But he prefers 3 for the fact that it's just always good to him. Like I've even seen him some games where he really needs a Lava Golem and he rips it. Why? Because he's running 3. The consistency of you drawing into it or opening with it goes up since you're running 3. It is player preference though. You can choose to just run 2 or 1. But it all depends on your player preferences. Preference is 3. This is being changed. 3 Swift Scarecrow, 1 Battle Fader. This is being changed because Star Eater is a card, you guys, and Felgrind, Divine Dragon Felgrind from Shadow Specters, this really messes up Swift Scarecrow, whereas Battle Fader gets around Star Eater and Felgrind Dragon. So he's going to take out 1 Swift Scarecrow and put in, and it's going to be 2 Swift Scarecrows and 2 Battle Faders. For the spells, that's everything for the monsters. 2 Chain Strikes, obvious, 3 Dualities for consistency, and the 1 Day piece, which this was at 3. For the traps, 2 Legacy, 3 Accumulated Fortunes. This is all player preference right here. Some people decide to use 3 Legacies. He found that 2 is enough. 3 Accumulateds, again, player preference. But he's able to get this off the times that he needs to absolutely get it off, so he feels that 3 is fine. And 2 Jar Greeds, 3 Reckless Greed. That's everything for the draw engine. For the burn, we have 3 Secret Barrel, 2 Ajama Trios, I hate this card, 3 Just Desserts, and 3 Dimension Wall. The reason why he's maxing out on Dimension Wall is because it is better than Magic Cylinder. It gets around things like Star Eater and Forbidden Lance and things like that because it's not actually targeting the monster, and this is technically, this is considered battle damage, not effect damage. So that's why Lance won't work. The monster will just lose 800 attack points, and then the opponent will proceed to take the damage. And then for, I guess you could say the stall, 1 Threatening Roar and 3 Waboku. The reason why he's maxing out on Waboku is because Waboku is a backup to Dimension Wall. That's why he decided to max out over Threatening Roar. Because let's say you have, I don't know, you have this set, and then you also have the Dimension Wall set. Opponent attacks directly, and you go Dimension Wall, and they chain something like Trap, Stun, Royal Decree. You can then chain your Waboku, and that helps stop the damage, of course. And even though that your Dimension Wall doesn't go up, it makes it to where maxing out on 3 of these is better, because once your opponent's already declared the attack, you can't use the Threatening Roar, you can't chain with it. So that's why Waboku is a better card in his opinion. It's a 41 card main deck. I will get to his matchups after I'm done with the profile, of course. Side deck. 2 Meta Ions. Reason for this. 2 Meta Ions. It's not as good as it used to be. Like, there are so many outs to it, so many things that bounce. Madolches will just bounce it back to the deck. Dragon Rulers will just bounce it with Phoenix Wing. Compulse is still a card. There's, you know, Book of Moon can put it face down. Hell, Ghost Tricks can put it face down. There's just too many outs of this card right now, so it's not as good as it used to be. When he was going against Dragon Rulers one of the rounds, in hindsight, he was saying that he should have put in Meta Ion against Dragon Rulers, but he wasn't thinking about it because he had lost game 1. So he was really fixated on trying to focus on not losing games 2 and 3 to where he didn't side in the Meta Ions, but he didn't side deck them in at all the entire event. So, but in hindsight, when he was going against Dragon Rulers, I believe he said it was the last round. I'll get to his matchups in a second here. And he was talking about how he probably should have sided in the Dragon Rulers the last round. 2 Death Wombat. The Chamber Mirror match, you guys, it happens. I've seen it before. I've watched my dad play. It happens, and it's a bitch to deal with. What this does is that any card any damage to you from a card effect becomes 0. Whoever controls this card, of course. So you can just summon this, and then you can proceed to burn your opponent while they can't do anything about it. The extra battle fader, like I said, the deck is 41 cards, which makes side decking actually easier because then you have that extra card to tinker around with. And plus, this is going into the main deck and going to take out a third Swiss Scarecrow. So that's why this is sided. But in case you do need that extra stall, you have the 41 cards, which makes it easier to side deck. The problem with Chamber with side decking is that you really cannot mess with how the deck works. If you do, then you mess up the entire synergy of the deck. So you really have to be careful about how you side deck. You extremely have to be careful. So definitely the 41 cards helps out tremendously for that. It gives you that extra breathing room to side deck and not have your entire deck be screwed up because of, you know, siding in 2 or 3 cards in a 40 card deck, whereas 41, it makes it easier to side. And then we have one Volcanic Queen. Volcanic Queen is in here because Gladiator Beasts are a thing. MAXX C just profiled the one that came in 14th place, and my dad's played him like 5 times and lost every time because the guy knows how to play Glad Beasts, like, very good. What Glad players will typically do, good ones anyway, they'll just sit on the Heraclinos. That's it. They're not going to do anything. They're going to stock up on cards in their hand, and they're not going to summon a second monster, which makes Lava Golem dead. So you can side deck this in against Gladiator Beasts, play the Volcanic Queen on their side of the field, and that way you've just gotten rid of Heraclinos, and then later just draw into a Lava Golem and proceed to just get rid of the Volcanic Queen so that they can't burn you for 1,000 every turn. And then we have the 1 Defisher because it's at 1 and Mermails are a deck. Mermails can really screw this deck over with Abyss Lead because the smart Mermail players, I should say, are just going to leave Abyss Lead on the field and keep on tributing their waters to get cards out of the Chamberlain player's hand, which then creates a really bad position for the Chamberlain player because you want to keep cards in your hand. That's why card destruction was really, really good against this deck because you would just, especially if you had a really good hand, you would just lose your whole hand and then you'd have to draw a whole new 5 cards, which really just messed up the synergy of the deck. And then we have 2 Scapegoats. He said that he did not like siding these in because, you know, Guy Dragon the Thunder Charger is a card. People are surprisingly still playing Papillo Operative. You know, just things like that makes this a bit difficult to play. But you need to play it, especially if the opponent's running something like Trap Stun, Royal Decree. You need to be able to get these chains off so that you can kind of stall for time. And then we have 2 Twisters. And also 3 MSTs, which I'll show in a second. But this, you pay 500 life points, destroy a face-up spell or trap card on the field, and it's a quick play just like MST. So you can have this set, the opponent tries to attack, you activate, let's say, a Waboku, they activate Royal Decree, you chain Twister, your Waboku goes off, and you lost an easy little 500 life points, which is nothing. Royal Decree, Trap Stun, and Eradicator Epidemic Virus are the death of this deck. You have to make sure that those cards do not go off against this deck, which is why also you run the triple MST, as I just said. That the back row is a big issue against other decks because you want to be sure that they don't get off their 1 Eradicator. You want to be sure if they're using Trap Stun that they don't get it off. And if you know that they're playing Trap Stun, you have to play smart. Like, you really have to play your back rows correctly because as soon as you play all 5 of your back row, the opponent's just going to go Trap Stun, then you're not going to be able to you know, get any of the effects off. Like my dad was playing against Dragon Rules one time, he totally forgot about Trap Stun, and the guy played Trap Stun on him because he chained some card, and he lost out on drawing 5 cards. So, and then Macrocosmos, because again, Mermails, and you can only run 1. Almost all the meta decks right now rely on being in the graveyard, so this definitely helps out a lot. And then 2 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragons because bad machine players will get punished for being bad. So yeah, guys, that's his deck. For his matchups, we have Bujins. He beat, so he was 1-0. Next round, he played Battle and Boxers. He was 2-0. Played against Prophecy. He lost. Madolce. The Madolce guy got pissed when he lost. But he won against that guy. He played against Prophecies. He won. Played against Dragon Rulers and lost because of Eradicator. Like I said, Eradicator is a card. The guy didn't show up for the next round, so he was 5-2 by that point. Next round, he played against Mermails and won. And then the last round, he played against Dragon Rulers and lost because of Trap Stun and Fulgrim Dragon. Like I said, Fulgrim Dragon really messes you over. So out of 264 players, he came in 28th place. Congratulations to him. MAXX C, in case you want to post this on your channel, that'd be really cool. But yeah, so just a few other quick notes here. Like I was talking about with the 2 faders, changing it to 2 faders and 2 scarecrows because of the new Felgrin card and Shadow Specters and Star Eater. D-Wall is better than the Cylinder. Like I said, it gets over Star Eater. And Lance, and also Prime Material Dragon, surprisingly, because like I said, it's the Dimension Wall is battle damage, not effect damage. So Prime Material doesn't stop it. But yeah, guys, that's everything. Oh, and one more thing about D-Wall, it does not target. I'm sorry, but this card is just so busted. If you're going to test out this deck, please test out 3 D-Walls. It's really good. So anyways, this is the deck, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like or a favorite. That'd be really appreciative. Congrats to him for coming in 28th place, and see you guys at Nationals. Later.